Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to go through my top 5 worst tracks in F1 2021, and we're also going to take the worst car obviously, and that is the Haas. So what we're going to start off, we're going to go through the 5 worst, start off with the least worst, and then we go to the worst, so let's get right into it. We have Zanvo. It is a nice track to watch, and it has banked corners, but overall it's just not a very nice track to drive. It's very confined and cramped. And I don't really like that. I like nice tracks. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna make a top 5 video as well. But here we go. The 5th worst track in the game, that is Zanvo. Why is that? Well, it is weird. Like this corner, for example, where it doesn't make sense. Then the exit here is quite spinny, which is not great. And always, this is a nice section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more like this, what do you want to see in the put it in the comments. And what is your top 5 worst tracks, or do you disagree with my list? Put it in the comments after you've seen the list, obviously. But also this corner is quite annoying because it turns in on itself, which is weird. We got a hairpin. I'm not a very big fan of chicanes and hairpins, and this track having quite a lot of them, doesn't really do very well for it. But yeah, it's a decent lap here, I guess. Could certainly be worse. We might even get a new fastest lap here. I doubt it though, because that was pretty horrible. And I also got invalidated. Oops. Well, I screwed that up, but the bank corner is nice. So Zanvo, still number 5. At number 4, we have Monaco, and that is pretty much the same reason as Zanvo. You know, it's very confined. It's very, well, annoying to drive. The only reason why it's not higher on this list is because, quite simply, it is a driver's track, which means if you master this track, you're good. I'm not, so I'm not really good on this track either. As you can see right here, I mean, I already cut the first corner, but no one saw that. As you can see, it is also very slow in certain sections, and it overall isn't a very flowing track. So I don't like that. I'm not a fan of tracks that stop, go, stuff like that, and that is exactly what Monaco is doing. It isn't very interesting as a track. So that is why it is number 4 here. You also have this very, very horrible chicane that is just too damn small for a car of this size. And then we get to the, I think, best section of Monaco, this fast flowing bit here. But then again, you go right into a braking zone where you break that momentum again, and then a sort of 90-degree stretched hairpin, which doesn't make it any better, for the end. And even though that's, well, 7/10 up, I don't like this map. And then we get to number 3, which is Japan, and it is, well, pretty much the same reasons as the ones before, that it is very confined. You can't really overtake anywhere, especially in online races, as you might have seen. If you watched the Japan Grand Prix event video. I hope you did. So, also another problem is in these snake corners, or whatever you call them, the curbs are pretty much auto spins because they are quite high, so you can't really go on the curbs, which doesn't really make it any better. And you can go on this one though, which is alright. This section here with the fast flowing corners here is pretty cool if you don't go wide. I'm just going to purposefully invalidate every single lap here, am I? Yeah, I kind of... Track limits is not my friend, just like this hairpin isn't. And just like the corner here isn't Danny Kvyat's fan either. So... Then comes the spoon, which could be amazing if the inside curve wouldn't be spin as well. But overall, it is quite a nice corner if you have the right lines through it, and all that kind of stuff. And then you have a very not straight, where you don't have DRS, which is quite unfortunate, I'd say, into 130R, and then you've got a chicane. I don't know why there's no DRS here, probably too dangerous because the runoff is not very long, but then you have a chicane, which I'm not a fan of, so, and then you just end the lap there, and you have a tiny bit of DRS there, so not a fan. Now, as I've already said, I'm not a very big fan of too slow corners, and I'm not a very big fan of too fast corners. I like it right in the middle. I'm going to make a video about that as well, you know, the top 5 tracks to drive, if I find any. But number 2 is Singapore on this list, because, I don't know, it's not a very fun track to drive for me. It's all just weird. I mean, the sector 1 here is quite cool with this long straight as well, but it doesn't really have much character to it either. And now what we're going to go into is we're going to go into a section of 90-degree corners and hairpins, which I'm not really a fan of at all. So here we go, another 90-degree corner, followed by another 90-degree corner right here. So not a fan. Obviously, Singapore, it's a city track, so you kind of gotta put it where the road is, so you can't really do much with it. And to be honest, I'm quite happy that it's not going to come back to the real F1, because even though it is special with the racing under the lights and all that, it doesn't really, I don't know, do good racing for me, and it isn't really fun to drive either, because that's what this list really is about. What do I think is fun to drive? You know, because it gotta be that. You gotta be good, and it's gotta be fun as well. I'm the second down on my best time, so, I mean, I tried it a bit, but not too much. And again, same reason here. Chicane, 90-degree corner, into 90-degree corner, into another chicane, essentially, and then with a weird, sort of, not really useful bend at the end, and then we're gonna go over and invalidate as well. And now it is time for number 1 and the worst track in F1 2021, and that is Abu Dhabi. Now, luckily, it's going to be changed soon for this year as well, so we're not going to have to put up with it. But because Codemasters is lazy, we're probably going to have to put up with this type of track for another while. Unfortunately, as Kimi Raikkonen said, the first couple of corners is good, the rest is shit, and the shit part begins right here with another chicane into a hairpin, which follows into a overly long straight, which I actually got a quite decent exit out of, which is nice. Now we have this year-long straight, which, I mean, doesn't really hurt, but it's a bit weird. And then we go down into another chicane that even cuts back on itself, which is even worse than just a normal chicane. And then we're going to have another straight right here. I don't know why am I up in the delta. That's weird. I'm probably going to lose that anyway. So, end of the straight here, braking zone, and this weird double chicane or whatever the hell that is. It's going to get changed, luckily, which is really amazing. Then 90-degree corner at the end, and then this high-speed kink here, and then another 90-degree corner, because there's not enough of it. So, and then, because for good measures, let's do 4 more to make it even worse. And unfortunately, this isn't going to be any good. I just invalidated every single one. I'm not going to do this again. But, yeah, I somehow gained time. But yeah, this is the worst track in F1 2021. What do you think? Do you agree? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. And see you for the next one. Goodbye.